Remember when I was talking about the measuring page views?
Right.
Of, we were working on web analytics software, and we had an issue of, we had a really big number, but the number was inaccurate because it wasn't people visiting a website, it was computers visiting automatedly, and they don't care about marketing things. There's a funny story or something related to that. We recognize that as a problem. It's like, okay, there's an error, going back to the garbage in, garbage out stuff.
Right.
There's an error in how we're collecting the data.
Okay.
And we figured out if we switched to another system where we installed another, script or way of measuring things, we could get much better data.
Fabulous.
And so, we go to the people who are running these websites, and we tell them, hey, we have a way to collect much better data. Let's do this. And we explained it to them, and they go, no, I don't think we want to do that. That doesn't work for us.
What?
Yeah, and we're thinking, like, what the heck's going on? Because garbage in, garbage out. We have a way of increasing the data quality to actually get useful stuff.
Oh, so
out
it was
of
like
this.
a different company.
Well, no, it was. We were going to the people. It was basically just another piece of software that would make sure that it was a person instead of a computer.
Okay.
But the people who were running the websites didn't want to install it.
Weird. Did they like the inflated data because it made them look better?
That's exactly it. Okay, this is a This is
the
a concept called
huge company.
Analytical honesty. Is the idea. And this was the thing. The moment we installed this script, what looked to be the traffic that was going to the websites in most cases would be cut in half.
But
okay. And putting yourself into the shoes of a person who's running this website, going to the general manager and having to explain why we have half as much traffic as we had last month was an uncomfortable conversation. So they would much rather continue operating under data that was completely wrong, that they could do very little about, than actually do something to fix the problem. And, you can argue that this is human nature. Everyone wants to look good. No one wants to look bad or stupid or that they're not doing their job or they did something wrong or whatever.
Right.
But when it comes to analyzing systems and improving them to make them better, you're limited in your ability to do that by the quality of your data.
You can't fudge it.
Exactly. Okay. And if, for the company to be spending, part of the reason we were doing this is we were figuring out if the marketing dollars we were spending to get people to these websites was actually good.
Yeah.
And because our data was bad, we really couldn't figure that out very well. Yep. But people didn't want to do things to improve the data quality because it would make them look bad. Okay? It's a natural tendency. People want to look good. But for yourself, improving your business system and making sure that you're actually moving in the right direction, you need to be able to rely on the data. And you also have to be honest with yourself that if there are things that you can do to improve the quality of that data, or there are measurements that don't necessarily make you look good but provide useful information, that's important. Honestly, systems don't care about how you feel about the measurements that you produce. They really don't. And so there's a little bit of and this is tough love because I've experienced it. You need to be honest with yourself, with everybody else, how exactly you're measuring things. And if there's an improvement that you can make, or there's another measurement that really appears important that would be much easier to ignore, you can't ignore it. If your goal is to actually make a change that makes a difference, that does something. So that is analytical honesty.
Cool.
It's extremely important.